Hi, welcome back. Kelly from the Plant-Based Kitchen. So today we're actually going to focus on broccoli, one of my favorite vegetables. So late fall to early spring is usually when you get the best as far as to buy broccoli. So you'll notice in the stores all the time, but a lot of times you don't see, like this is, so early spring, you start noticing that the heads and stuff are all really nice and they're really tight. Usually when you get later into the summer and stuff, you'll see that they kind of open up a little bit more, or they don't look as nice and stuff in the grocery stores, but they're still good. So they talk about it, they go, you always want to make sure that you have the green head. So it looks like it's all nice, bright and green as much as you can get. When they start looking a little bit like this, so they start getting these little yellow buds, or they start getting kind of a little bit of brown or something like this, those are ones and stuff that you don't want to get. So if you get a big head of broccoli like this, and it has that the yellow buds on it and stuff, that usually means it's overripe. So you can actually cut some of this off if you want and use it in soups, which is fine, but otherwise and stuff, just to eat it with hummus or something, not so good. All right, so to revive, let's just say that your broccoli, and you've had it in your refrigerator, so you just kept it in the plastic bags, and it's getting a little limp and it doesn't seem well. So what you want to do is you just want to cut off the florets, and then you're going to put it in a kind of a bath of ice water, and when you put it in there and leave it in overnight and stuff, it'll actually revive it back, and then you'll have this nice crisp broccoli, which is great. So to store it, so when you get it home, usually you'll have it, and a lot of times and stuff, it'll be wrapped up in those little plastic ties, or it'll be in a plastic bag. What you want to do is you just grab your head of broccoli like this. You cut off the bottom, just a little piece, and then you're going to put it into a jar. So with ice water. So if you've got a bigger bowl or something, so let's just say you want to use this bowl because you have like 6 or 7 heads of the broccoli, then go ahead and do that. But if you just have a few of them, then you want to put it into this, like a mason jar or even a shorter one, cover it with a plastic bag just like that, really lightly, put it in the refrigerator, and it'll store for like 3 or 4 days. Remember, always change your water. Try to change it every day. So that's a great way to store your broccoli. All right, so to use the stems, so you've got all this great broccoli here, and a lot of times what you end up doing is you end up cutting off the florets, and you're saying, okay, that's what I want, is the florets only. So let's take one of the pieces off here. So let's say that we're getting ready to cook a bunch of broccoli, and this is what we've done. This is the broccoli here. So I'm just going to take this real quick, and I'm going to put this in the Instant Pot because I'm going to show you something here in another second. So I'll put that in there. And then I've got this great piece of broccoli here. We paid really good money for it because broccoli is not always cheap. What you can do with this is you can cut off the different stems. So let's just say we'll just do it in half. And then you can actually just chop off, if some of these are, they bother you just a little bit, throw it in the soup. It's good. But if not, just like this, and you're okay with the way it looks, just take a peeler to it, and you peel off the outside skin here, and then once you do that, I'll throw that in there. Once you do that, then you can cut it up into these great little pieces. And I'll just take the bigger pieces like that. And then you have these little pieces of broccoli, and if you left it whole, you'd have like little kind of round but kind of squiggly shape. These are great. Take these and stuff and put these with your carrots and your celery and your fresh vegetables, and then actually just munch on them and stuff, especially with a little bit of hummus or something, because they're really, really good. All right, so you've got all these done. So I'm going to show you really quick a soup. So Instant Pot, so pressure cooker. These are all the rage right now, especially the electric ones. They're not like the ones that used to scare you that your dad and mom would make with the pot roast, and they'd have the little spigot going, on the countertop and stuff, or on the stove. So what you're going to want to do for the potato soup, or actually broccoli soup, and what I'm going to do is I'll post it up there when this actually airs. Then you're going to get the little tiny yellow potatoes. So I didn't have any little ones, but so like even you can use the medium size if you want, so scrub those down. And then you're going to drop in like 2 to 3 heads of broccoli. So you could actually, what I do when I make the broccoli soup, I just take and I cut off the little end here, but then I just chop all this up, and then I just throw it in here. You don't need to little tiny chop it, just make some rough chops with this. You'll notice that when I was doing some of the big pieces, I even had one that was this big. So it doesn't matter. You put it in there, you put in some onions, so just like quarter your onion, just put that in there also. And then you're going to use vegetable broth. So you're going to pour in one of the quarts, one of the little boxes of vegetable broth all the way in there. And then you're going to just then you're going to put it on high pressure for 10 minutes in your Instant Pot. So when it's over in 10 minutes, all of these vegetables in here are going to be really, really soft. Then when you're done with that, you're going to add a little bit of garlic. So what I really like is you can buy the garlic, but a lot of times if you don't use garlic really quick, it gets the green stems and then it starts getting really tart, kind of that really hot kind of taste. So I use the garlic that's in water, and this one's actually a Costco brand, but as you notice and stuff, I use it quite a bit, which is really nice, because you just, when you're ready, you just dip it out and you put it into your dishes, which is fabulous. So you add a little bit of garlic into that, a little bit of dill, and this is after it's done. 2 cups of soy milk, cashew milk, hemp milk, whatever's your favorite. And then basically 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Once that's done and you've got those in there, then you just take your handy immersion blender and you just blend up the soup. And you can blend it up to chunky, or you can blend it up to a really smooth soup. It is some of the best broccoli soup that you'll ever have. I guarantee you, when you pop off the lid and you add the extra ingredients and you mix everything up, you will be eating this right away. It's fabulous, okay? One last tip. So you're steaming broccoli, and there's a lot of people that say, ooh, I don't like the smell of steaming broccoli, cauliflower, any of those vegetables that have a lot of smell. So when you're steaming it and you've got it in the steaming basket, all you need to do is put a slice of bread. It doesn't matter if it's white bread, wheat bread, doesn't matter. Just whatever piece of bread you have, put it on top of your steaming vegetables that you're steaming, and all the smells and stuff of your broccoli cooking will go right into that piece of bread. And then when you're done, you just take it and throw it away. So a great little tip. One other tip too is don't ever steam things in aluminum, because aluminum will actually magnify that smell. So if you've got aluminum pots and pans and stuff, one thing you want to stay with is stay away from that when you're boiling different vegetables, because the smells will become even more. So I hope you enjoyed those tips and trips. I'll talk to you soon and have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.